You might have heard the term limiting belief before and not really thought about it. It's kind of a dumb term. Why would you think about it, right? What does it mean and how is it like screwing you over? So limiting beliefs are keeping us stuck or held back from our dreams, what we want, our next level, because they were often created in our childhood. They become our like comfort zone, even if they're uncomfortable. So it's like, when you see someone who keeps like repeating the same pattern over and over, where you're like, why do you keep doing that, you idiot? Like, you're obviously miserable. And they keep doing it. It's because it's their comfort zone, even though it's uncomfortable. We get used to the discomfort. That becomes our baseline. It becomes habitual, even though it like works against us. And it's not because people are actually consciously choosing, I'm going to keep being miserable. It's because of limiting beliefs that are in the background of their unconscious mind. Often we're not even aware of what they are until we start doing self-work. So limiting beliefs can be especially intense when they're linked to significant emotional events or trauma, or something that feels like trauma. So even things that like aren't like traumatic on paper can still create a trauma response in the nervous system, in the body. And then what happens is that it feels unsafe to believe something else or to do anything outside of that thing. It's like we kind of get into like a hamster wheel where we just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again and feeling the same thing over and over again. What happens is that it intensifies and keeps speeding up the longer we're on that track. Our unconscious mind is always searching to find evidence to reinforce our beliefs, and the more evidence it finds, the more true these beliefs feel, until the point that you actually think it is truth. We all have these things that we're like, no, this is just how it is. This is just a fact. This is just how I am. Okay, this is just how I am. It's not actually. It's because you're limiting belief and you've taken it on as part of your identity. We all do it. No judgment. If we strongly believe something limiting or toxic about ourselves or the world, our mind actually works to create these situations. Literally, because our unconscious mind is always seeking evidence to prove its beliefs. It's like confirmation bias, right? It actually means that we keep replaying these trauma patterns over and over and over. And it's like why we can be attracted to toxic people or find ourselves like in different versions of the same relationship over and over. We keep getting screwed over in the same way by people. We keep like, it's literally because of limiting beliefs. And we keep repeating patterns and behaviors that we desperately want to change, but we don't know how. Of course you don't know how, because you don't know how to work with the unconscious mind until you know how to work with the unconscious mind, which is what I do. And it's not conscious. So none of us, again, we're not doing it on purpose. We're not intentionally trying to harm ourselves, but the unconscious mind operates on confirmation bias. So if you want to create a reality that doesn't totally suck your will to live, then you have to start consciously believing in the reality you do want to create. You have to start rewiring those unconscious patterns. You have to start looking for them. And you can start doing that with my untriggerable freebie that you can get on my cheatcodesthematrix.com website. And also you can get on the early list for my hella wild ass program I'm about to roll out that you literally just have to sit back and listen to, and it will rewire your thoughts. It will rewire all these shitty beliefs and release all the trauma associated to it, like the trauma that's stored in your body. Anyways, if you want to stop thinking about all of these shitty things, you literally have to stop thinking about these shitty things and start thinking about the things you do want to think about. You can choose how you want to feel. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I'll teach you this in my program, of course, but you can start today by choosing to think and feel what you really want. Your unconscious mind was powerful enough to create what you don't want, to create these beliefs, these thoughts, these feelings that you don't actually like or want. Therefore, your mind's powerful enough to create what you do want. Fact. This is fact, not a belief. It's a fact. So, for example, you might think, I'm not talented enough to be a writer. And that feels like a truth maybe to you, depending on who you are. So you can start saying out loud to yourself over and over and over, or a variation of this, I enjoy learning, trying things out and becoming a better writer with each thing I create. Each obstacle teaches me something new. With each risk I take, the more impressive I become. Or with each failure, I get closer to being the kind of writer that I want to be. Okay, another limiting belief. I'm horrendous at taking care of myself. That's a limiting belief. That's not actually a fact. You can change your patterns by changing your belief. So an abundant mindset reframe for that would be, I'm getting so good at taking care of myself. Look at me paying my bills on time. Hey, yo, baller. I cooked dinner for myself. I slept for 8 whole hours. I'm a queen. Or maybe nobody likes me because I'm annoying. And you might think, well, I am annoying. People always tell me I'm annoying. They tell you you're annoying because you believe they're going to tell you you're annoying. So you create situations in which you are annoying. So you start saying to yourself, my favorite people fucking love me exactly as I am, and I inspire the shit out of them to be their most selfie selves. Literal funnest people in the city. We are the fun crew. I am the head of the fun crew. Anyone who finds me annoying is just like in denial of their own fabulosity, and they're just jelly. So maybe a limiting belief might be I can't find love because I'm hideous. And you might say, well, Larissa, I am hideous. I'm Quasimodo. I'm a Quasimodo of the 21st century. Okay, well, start telling yourself different stories. I'm an unconventional, unique beauty who attracts deep, fascinating people because they're not superficial, right? They're looking at you for your soul. I turn heads with my exotic allure. People just sense my inner magic. They can see past whatever this is. And actually, my inner light shines outward, making me hotter and hotter. The more I believe that I'm sexy, the sexier I become. Was that helpful? Let me know. If you want to learn more, you want to shift out of these sticky ass old patterns, go to cheatcodesthematrix.com and get my freebie, and you get on my wait list. I have some awesome stuff that I'm rolling out.